Yeah, good morning. This is Bang Bang Rahil. I was talking to a mate of mine last night, and we were talking about Jules Gray. Jules Gray, Kerry Katonas old man, yeah, a light-skinned geezer. He used to play rugby league. Good player, mate. Massive guy, massive, really muscular, big guy. Yeah, good-looking, really good-looking guy. And we had a bit of an argument, really, me and Jules. I was working for this old boy, the jeweler. I've done a podcast with this geezer. I was working with this old boy, and this old boy got me in a bit of trouble with the police, but the police believed what I said. They didn't believe what he said. He was a compulsive liar. And anyway, no charges, this, that and the other. So, but this Paul, he borrowed some money off me. This is what it's all about. He borrowed £8 off me because I was working with him and getting £150 a day, so I was working for a bit of time, so I'll give him some money that I'd saved, yeah. Anyway, he got robbed. He said that I tried to rob him, what he said was, I robbed him, yeah. This, that and the other, I had guns, this, that, and when the old bill come and see me and I had chats to him, I said, listen, do me a favour, check him out, mate, he's a compulsive liar, you know what I mean, told him where I was, whatever. They come back a couple of 3 days later and they said, listen, there's no charge, this guy is a compulsive liar, he doesn't stop lying, the police look like pressing charges on him rather than vice versa. I said, oh, thanks anyway. So I goes to see him about my money, and he's with this guy called Jules Gray, this rugby union player, league player, yeah? Massive guy, light-skinned guy, really good-looking guy. And anyway, Jules is giving me the evil looks, you know. So I said, all right, mate. He said, I'm age. All right, mate. He said, so we said, what's your problem? I said, I've got a problem, mate. He said, what are you coming here for? He started giving me grief about Paul. I went, no, listen, there's no problem, mate. I said, he just owes me £8. Paul's going, no, I don't, this, that, and the other. So anyway, in the end, I walked away from it, yeah. Left it like that. And then, he got a bit over the top, Paul. He got a bit over the top with things. He was phoning me up, giving me grief on the phone because of Jules Gray. So I went, listen, Paul, do a sort of favour, mate. Don't get me involved with Paul, with Jules Gray. I said, well, you know, Jules is a nice guy. He's an ex-rugby league player. The guy is not an idiot. And I said, how you can't see through you is another thing, Paul. So Paul's giving it to Jules about me, saying I'm saying this, I'm saying that. Now Jules Gray, he wants to see me now. So I get a bus yeah, to go and see him. I get a bus to go and see him. So he comes out of this office that Paul's got, and he's looking at me and saying, come with me and you're going to go around the corner and have a chat. So I'm thinking, oh, look, around the corner, he wants to row with me, you know what I mean? So I thought, oh, here we go. And this guy's a lump, he's a big lump, mate. He ain't no idiot, right? I walked around the corner with him, mate. He threw a punch at me, you know, George. He hit me on the chin, right? George Gray, and I hit the floor, right? And I thought, hold up. I couldn't believe it, you know what I mean? It was like, what's all that about, you know what I mean? He's a big guy, I'll say, what, 19.5 stone? I'm about 19 stone myself, yeah, but he's going to, for him to put me on my arse, he can bang, George, yeah. So I jumped up and I said, listen, mate, I said, it's the worst thing you ever did, right, just what he's done there. So he's going, come on in. And he come towards me, George, like, bang. he ain't a fighter, I mean, evidently he's done a bit of boxing, but I don't know where he boxed anyway. He come up me, Jules. I hit him on the chin, bang. Right, he hit the floor. He sat on his arse. He looked at me. He shook his head like that, and just by chance, me and Jules started laughing. We started laughing at each other, you know, because we thought it was quite funny, really. He's hit me on the chin. I've hit the floor. I've got up. I've hit him on the chin. He's gone down. He's hit the floor. So I said, Jules, what's it all about, mate? What you want to fucking have a row with me for? What have I done? He went, Paul's telling me you're saying this about me, that about me. I said, no, I ain't saying that. Paul's telling me you're saying this thing, that about me. So he said, he's just causing problems. So I said, listen, do sort of favour, Jules. Be very, very careful with him, mate. He's nicked £8 off me, I want my money back. Do you know what I mean? I'm not causing no problems, Jules. I'm an IPP, I don't want no problems, you know what I mean? He went, leave it to me, Ray, and I'll sort it out. I then get a phone call from my mate John. My mate John goes to see Paul, and my mate John gets a ring off of Paul for a grand for his missus for her birthday. Now Paul is saying to me that John ain't paid him the grand for the ring. He wants the ring back. Can I go and get it? I said, listen, I ain't getting involved, Paul, in anything that you're involved with, mate. Sorry. John's paying something to me. He's paid him. So I don't know what to go. You know what I mean? I'm just, leave me right up. Then he's in a hotel. He phones me up crying on the phone that Jules Gray is nicked his case for the jury. I mean, listen, that's your problem, not my problem. Leave me right out, right? I'm not getting involved with all that shit. He went, please, Ray, please, I'll give you anything. I said, give me my money back. He went, look, you get the case, I promise I'll give you your money back. I went, okay. I goes over to the hotel, St Ives Inn. Paul's in one room, Jules Gray is in another room. No, Jules is in the same room as Paul, but Paul can't get in the room, right, because Jules won't let him in. So I goes up to the room, Paul's downstairs in the foyer, right, having a sit down and have a coffee, crying his eyes out about his bag. I goes up, knocks on the door. He's, fuck off, he's screaming. How can I kill you, Paul? He thinks it's Paul. I said, it's me, Ray, George. He went, what do you want? I went, can I just want to chat? He went, go away, F off and all this chat now. I said, George, come and let me, mate, let's have a chat. I said, Paul wants to call the police. I've told him, let me have a talk to George first, yeah? All of a sudden, George said, I'll have a chat. Right, he took George 30 seconds to open that door. All I could hear was crash, bang, bollock, bang. When I went in, he's got the mattress. He's got a big cupboard. He's got the table and chairs all up against the door, but he's pushed them aside. He's got the door, he's on the pipe. He's on the crack pipe, George. I can't believe it. I said, what are you doing? I said, George, I was on it 8 years, mate. I said, it kills you. That's why I got the IPP, George, that crap. Leave off, George. He went, he's driving me mad, Paul. Now, George is off his nut, mate. George is going to kill Paul. I'm trying to calm George down, right? I said, come on, George, stop it, mate. Stop it. It ain't worth the problem, you know what I mean? George is screaming, shouting at me. I had to hit George on the chin. I mean, if I hadn't hit him on the chin, I think he'd have got a lot of problems, mate. He got himself well nicked. And he's Jules Gray. He's married to Kerry Katonas. It ain't good, is it? Not good looking girl. How he got in that girl, I don't know. So I hit him on the chin, George. And George was sitting on the floor with his head bowed down like that. But he's not knocked out. He's just sitting there, his head popped down, and he's more or less crying, George, yeah? I went, come on, mate. I said, look, I sat on the floor and I said, what's up, mate? He went, I don't know, Ray. He said, I'm having trouble with Kerry Katonas and all that, and I just can't cope no more. And he's crying. Whether or not I hit him on the chin, that it didn't knock him out or nothing like that. His ex-rugby player's a hard person, isn't he? You know what I mean? Or he's still playing. I don't know what's going on with him, yeah. But he's in a bad way, George, yeah. He's just completely gone, mate, on his crack, and he's sitting there crying to me, and I'm trying to talk to him. I went, look, all Paul wants is his suitcase, his bag, right? His bag with all his stuff in. He went, yeah, it's under the bed. I went and picked the bag up. I said, look, case up was the case. So I'm going to go see Paul, give me his thing back, and he's going to give me some money for what he owes me, and I'll give him some money. Oh yeah, I need some money. But then I'm going, well, if I give him money, he's going to go and get some more crack. You know? So I thought, okay. I should shut the door behind me, George. So I could hear, as I shut the door, he's got all this bang, crash, all the stuff on the door. I goes downstairs, I give Paul the case. I said, give me some money. He went, no, I ain't got no money, it's only jewellery that I've got. I should have took it like an idiot. I said, listen, show me what you got. So he showed me the jewellery, and there's some nice stuff in it. I should have took the Rolex, one of the Rolexes, but I didn't, yeah? I don't want him to say that I robbed his Rolex, and I've got a Rolex, and I'm going to get out of that. So I'm just saying, look, Paul, pay me my money back, mate. He said, I'll pay you back in a couple of days. So I went, all right. So he goes, I don't know, for about 3 days. Also get a call from Paul. He's crying again. Oh, George is this, George is that. I goes, gets a bus, goes over to his place where they are. He's got a big office, Paul. He comes out, George. Right, now he wants to fight me, George. He's saying, you took a liberty, hit me on the chin and all this crap when I was upstairs, and you wouldn't be able to do it now, and come on, let's go around the corner and have a row. I was saying, George, I don't want to fight you, mate. Really don't want to fight you, George. Just leave off, mate, you know what I mean? Why you fucking wanker? He's going right on you. We go around the corner, but I want to quieten it down. I don't want to fight with George Gray. I don't want to fight with him. Do you know what I mean? I ain't going to say he's going to beat me. I want to beat him, but I don't want to fight with him. So I said, leave off, George. I don't want to fight you, mate. Leave it off. So George is going to him. I think George is still on the coke. Now he's on the coke but not on the crack. Same thing, isn't it? So he's out of his nut. He's shouting and screaming at me around the corner in this little bit car park thing. He don't stop. He throws a punch. He hits me on the chin. He puts me on the floor. I mean, here we go. He comes over to kick me. I rolls over the side, I get up, and I'm fighting him, right? Me and Jules having a fight. But this geezer, I'm not saying it, but Jules he can bang, yeah? He can hit Jules, yeah? So I'm going myself, here we go. But me and Jules have a right fight. I hit him, he hits me, it goes on for about, I don't know what, a minute and a half. In the end, no one wins the fight, you know what I mean? We just call it a day, maybe 2 minutes goes on for, not 2 minutes is quite long when you're throwing punches at each other. So I left it, I said, look Jules, I said, look, stop it, I've got a cut lip and my face is swollen, he's hit me first of all, yeah. So I said, Jules, stop with all this shit. Right. He went, I need my money, I need some piece of money, I need this, I need that. He went, get the car, I said, what car? He said, Paul's car, get it. I said, he's not going to give me it, George. He said, please, mate, go and get it. So I goes and sees Paul. I said, Paul, give me the car keys. For George wants to go somewhere, we'll be back in a minute. I'm with him, he ain't going nowhere. He said, what's up with your face? I said, nothing, me and George had a little row, yeah? Get in the car with George. He drives like a lunatic. He's like a racing driver. He's fighting the life out of me, yeah? And we go to Oxfordshire, and where his wife lives. I really don't want to be there, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there, he gets out of the seat, out of the driving seat, he goes to the door, he's got big, massive wooden doors, yeah? Big one. He goes in, he's in there about, 20 minutes? Oh, what's going on here? He comes out, rushes out, he's got a bag, bits and pieces, whatever, he's took out of the gaff. Sitting down with Jules and with Paul in this hotel. All of a sudden the phone goes to Paul. Paul's going, what you done? I said, George, great. He said, what do you mean? He said, the police weren't looking for you, mate. He said, evidently you broke into the house. I said, how can I break? It's my house. I've lived there, it's my house. It's my house. As well as Kerry's house. She said, you smashed the window and got in and nicked the bits and pieces. No, I never. I've got my key. Why do you want to smash the window? He's got a key. But evidently she's bolted the door so he can't get in. He smashed the window and got in that way. But he got out of it, Jules, and there was no charges pressed, right? But him and Kerry Katonas are having murders. He's having murders, but he ain't with her. He's on the pipe all the time, he's on the coke all the time. Paul's giving him money for the gear, it makes it even worse. I want my money back. George is around Paul like a glove. He won't let Paul out of his sight because Paul's getting money on this, that and the other, right? Me and George, right, eventually have a right fight. Honestly, we have a right fight, mate. George is really getting out of hand. He's getting so out of hand now. He's giving me grief, yeah? But when I say giving me grief, he's giving me grief, i.e. that he wants to have a row with me and he won't leave me alone. He keeps calling me all sorts of names on the phone. Come over here, you, this, that, and you, this, you, and all that. So me and George have a right fight, and George at the end of the fight, he hits me near the heart region, right, mate. He must have put everything behind that punch there, because he knocked me on the floor. He knocked me out, George. Just a punch on my chest. He knocked me out. I was out for about, I don't know what, could have been any time really. I got up. Fair play to George. He never kicked me in the face or anything like that. He was just talking to me. Right, mate, or something ever. He hit me on the heart, yeah. And I got 4 stents in my heart and all, you know what I mean? Don't matter, he hit me in the heart, and I'd gone over. He thinks I'm in a bad way. I'm now wanting bad myself when I fight him bad, you know what I mean? I'm really hurting, you know. And anyway, me and Jules just cuddled, mate. Cuddled, and like a tear, you know what I mean? Like a cry of pals, you know what I mean? But he really fucking hit me, Jules, you know what I mean? Knocked me spark out. He knocked me spark out by hitting me in the chest. That's never happened before with me, you know what I mean? But he hit me hard, mate. He can hit hard, Jules. He really could hit hard. After that, I think George gets nicked. And I think he dies, ODs, yeah, George? Yeah, heart attack or he ODs. I can't believe it, you know. And me and George Gray, really got on really well. I never really met Kerry Katonas. Paul, the jeweller, he's having quite a bit to do with Kerry Katonas, nothing like sexual, but talking to her all the time, and this, that and the other. But George Gray, I really like George, mate. I liked him, and he weren't a fool. He can have a right fight, George. And rest in peace, George Gray. But I could never run him down as such. I'm telling the truth about it. He did knock me out, but he knocked me out, hit me in the chest. Yeah, I've never had that in my life before. Never. It wasn't even the shoulders. It was in the chest up here, and he hit me, crashed, knocked me out, mate. Just knocked me out. I don't know how it happens, and whether or not he's done it. I don't know what he done, but he knocked me out. And I've been in the hospital a couple of times, like now, even now, do you know what I mean, about that, and they think that I've got a damaged artery, more like Jules done that, seriously, yeah. But me and Jules Gray, I loved it, Jules, a good looking guy. Him and Kerry Katonas just fell out. Jules got on the coke really bad. I think Kerry was on it too. I think he might have got Jules on it, I'm not quite sure. But it's a shame, yeah, it's a shame that Jules went that way. It's a shame that Kerry went that way, and it's still a shame that Paul still owes me $8 grand and he ain't paid me. But we talk now and again. I don't really have a lot to do with him. He tells too many lies. He's very dangerous to get involved with, but obviously he owes me that money, and one day I've got to get it. You know what I mean? It's $8 grand, isn't it? Christmas is close. I'd like to have a talk to him, but I'm too far to have a talk to him. He calls the old Bill and say I'll try to kill him, you know what I mean? So how do I go about it, yeah? But anyway, this is just a little video really, talking about George Gray. George Gray got him on the crack, mate, on the crack and the coke, really, really bad. He wasn't a fool, George Gray. A lot of people run him down, but I like George, even though he knocked me out. You know what I mean? We had a punch up, he knocked me out. We got back a long way, me and George Gray. And rest in peace, Mal Mucker. And anyway, if Kerry Katonas listen to me, Jules loved you, babe. Kerry, I think she's got a baby from George Gray. But he really loved her, mate. Even though they fell out, George Gray really loved you, Kerry, you know what I mean? So anyway, this is Bang Bang Radio. Please press the like button and subscribe. Bye-bye.